bottom of the ocean. So from death, destruction, all kinds of chaos, when the sea moved, all of a sudden, there was this rebirth of goodness. So I think that's what we got to hope for, that this COVID forces us into creativity, a rebirth of our spiritual souls. So all those things we say, I wish I had more time to do, we put that energy into that. That the fact that we miss our friends and, well, we're not going to take them for granted. Rabbanu Shalom, Master of the Universe, we ask your blessings on this Shabbat. And may the joy of Shabbat fill our hearts with the sense of happiness and joy. And though we have in our world diseases that surround us, we also have love that surrounds us as well. So let that be your tender embrace that guides us throughout the week. And let us say,
Can I add one thing? It's been like a really lonely year for everyone, but especially the last couple months not having you guys here. So it's really, I feel very honored and blessed to have you back in this building, to have all of us be able to be here. Even though we still have to be very cautious, like to feel like we can be together and make music together is pretty awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Number I lost count.
I say that all the time in my classes. You guys got to take my classes.
Your classes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see you all the time in my classes. You're right there. Hollywood Square number 7.
Right.
I actually told somebody on my team today, you get me Paul Lynn.
Yeah, all right.
He was in the center.
Holy. He always shook his head like this.
He also played,
He was on Bewitched.
on Bewitched.
That's so bad. You don't know him now.
Well,
I don't remember what I was playing. He was on Bewitched.
I remember he was working.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Well, we have kind of a crowded bima here. I'm looking. This is unusual. It's usually just you and I.
It's great. It's so nice to have people in the room. I didn't remember what that felt like.
That's right. So we have Shabbat in the round tonight, so we're glad that we have the gang all together again. Welcome back, and we have some members of Sheer Heart, so welcome back, and it should be a beautiful service. So some announcements. We have Tu B'Shvat this week, and we are observing it tomorrow by a special program at 4:30 in the parking lot. So we have a lot of people already signed up, but we have a couple more slots, and all you have to do is pre-register on our website and then drive here by 4:30 tomorrow, and we're going to have a beautiful Havdalah right from the safety of your car, and then some Tu B'Shvat projects. It should really be beautiful. Social Action Study Group with Rabbi Olshine begins Tuesday at 7. I think it's very important. The first book, it will be about just mercy, and they will continue reading other books that will inspire you to do social justice work. Again, refer to the website. Other adult education will continue the week of February 9th. Rabbi Olshine has Tuesday nights, and I have Wednesday nights, and Pam Poster also has Wednesday. So Pam is going to be doing a brand new course called The Story of the Prayer Book, The Story of the Siddur, and it is a long one. It'll be from February 10th all the way through May 12th. So you're going to want to sign up for that and really get a great understanding. I'm going to be teaching Talmud for beginners, and Rabbi Olshine is going to be talking about exploring Jewish creativity. So a lot for adults. What about the kids, Cantor? What are we doing? Sunday is religious school. Are we back yet?
We're almost back in person.
Almost.
This is very exciting. We are going to be virtual again this Sunday. So hopefully you got your little reminder via Emmett. He gave us a little video instead of just having the words on the page for the email of the week. He went ahead and made a video for everybody.
I can't believe Emmett can talk already.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Full sentences.
Full
Yeah.
sentences and everything.
Yes, they're quite squeaky. So I hope you watched the video because it told you all the things you need to know about religious school. And if you didn't, go back to that email, click the link. I also sent a text to all of our religious school parents. If you didn't get it, you need to sign up for the Remind app. But we will be back in person February 7th, which is next Sunday. This Sunday we are still virtual. You can stay virtual for the rest of the year if you want. We're going to keep that option from 11 to 12. But if you want to be in person, if you want your children to be in person, all the safety protocols are taking place. And we will be back 9 a.m. on February 7th. Tuesdays will remain virtual for all of our students. So we're going to dip our toe back in the water of seeing each other in person.
All right. Well, our B'nai Mitzvah continue on, and Maddie, you're coming up, and you wanted to talk about your mitzvah project.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. My name is Madison Piazza, and I'm in 7th grade. I'm here today to talk to you about my mitzvah project. For my mitzvah project, I am raising money for the Liposarcoma Foundation. I am raising money for this foundation because 5 years ago, my grandma Karen Merko was diagnosed with liposarcoma, which is a rare tumor, and she is still fighting today. The Liposarcoma Foundation assists in medical research and efforts towards finding a cure. That is why I want to donate money in her honor to this foundation. My goal is to donate $2,500. So if you would like to contribute, you can go to www.lvnertamid.org. Find the flyer with my name on it, click on the flyer, and it will bring you to the website to donate now.
All right. That was a lot of information.
It's a really beautiful mitzvah project, and we're going to have it up on our website so that you can give to Maddie's bat mitzvah project. And it's a beautiful thing that we can all do as a community together. So thank you, Maddie, for that.
All right.
All right, I think I'm ready to hear some of you pray. So you're going to have to put it in the chat because I can't really hear you, but we're going to see, what do you pray for tonight? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see in the world? Here we go.
I want want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody sing. I want to hear somebody sing. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody sing. All right, what do we want to hear? What do you guys want to hear over there? Or see? Laugh? I want to hear somebody laugh. I want to hear somebody laugh. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody laugh. All right, what else? Yeehaw. Oh, that's like throwback. Smile. Okay. I want to see somebody smile. I want to see somebody smile. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to see somebody smile. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray.
Well, again, Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to another service using the musical style of Shabbat in the round. The music is intended to be catchy, uplifting, and joyful. We may not be able to hear you, but we want to feel your Shabbos spirit as Cantor and I and everyone here lead you through services tonight. So don't be afraid to sing along at home with all of us. Tonight's sermon is a series of 3 stories, 3 people of prominence who, by the nature of their lives, overcame adversity and changed the world. And though I have selected 3, given time, the number is truly infinite, not finite, for all of us have the potential to change the world. Indeed, by the sheer act of living, the world is changed. But it is how we lead our lives, how we overcome adversity, how we pursue the opportunities for tikkun olam that allow that life to change the world for the better. That, too, is within all of our grasp. Shabbat Shalom.
I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. We're so glad to be gathered here tonight. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tovu manayim,
If baseball had a Mount Rushmore for its greatest players, Hank Aaron would surely be on it. By almost any measurable statistic, Aaron was among the best to ever play the game. The slugger who died last week at age 86 ranked at the top or near it in hits, runs scored, and runs batted in. He was best known for his prowess at hitting home runs. His nickname was the Hammer. He was Jewish, he would be Maccabee. But he was a five-tool player who could do it all: hit for power, run, field, and throw. Born in Mobile, Alabama, Henry Louis Aaron was called up to the big leagues by the Milwaukee Braves in 1954, just a few years after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball. Black players like Aaron and Willie Mays quickly made their mark on the national pastime. He was a smooth right fielder who had a powerful arm, and he went about his business in a quiet, professional manner. In an era when New York's three Major League Baseball teams boasted Mays, Mickey Mantle, and Duke Snider as celebrated center fielders, Aaron quietly produced consistent numbers season after season, and he ranked near the top in baseball's Triple Crown categories: batting average, home runs, and runs batted in. By the end of 1973, he closed in on Babe Ruth's mark and was certain to break it in the following season. But that didn't sit well with certain people who didn't want a black man to beat a white icon's record. And Aaron had to endure death threats, racist taunts, and hate mail. On the night of April 8, 1974, in Atlanta, Aaron cemented his place among all-time greats when he drove a pitch from Al Downing over the left center field wall. It was his 715th home run, a moment celebrated around the globe. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of all time, Vin Scully said, and it is a great moment for all of us, and particularly for Henry Aaron. He was met at home plate not only by every member of the Braves, but by his father and mother. Aaron shared what it was like to grow up in Alabama with the team and some of the lessons he learned early in life. One story the 81-year-old Aaron told was about the conversation he had with his father. Aaron said when he was in his backyard as a youngster, a plane flew overhead. He told his dad, "I want to be a pilot," to which his dad said, "Son, there are no Negro pilots." Aaron said his father added, "But you can play baseball." Hank Aaron died January 22nd, 2021, at the age of 86. I think of this quote, "Im tirtzu ein zo agada," if you wish it, it is no dream. A slogan for a country like Israel, but it's also a slogan for a slugger like Hank Aaron.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. The Hadlik Ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We welcome the Shabbat angels with Joe Buchanan's Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Baruchuni LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. A beautiful midrash depicts Adam's first night on earth, alone in the garden. He shudders as the sun begins its descent from the sky, fearful that it will never arise again, and he will be relegated to a lifetime of darkness. Watching, waiting, his weary eyelids grow heavy as the last light fades, until the first gleam of daybreak emerges from the horizon just hours later. The light has returned. Adam realizes that this is the way of the world, the passing of time, the seamless flow of light into dark and darkness, back again into light. We rise for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach.
becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreo malayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, nechoshech mipnei or. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Adonai Echad. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Please be seated. We continue with Ve'ahavta, led by our upcoming Bat Mitzvah, Maddie D'Arkland.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלבבך בדרך וכשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תצמחו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
This is a reflection by Rabbi Erwin Katzoff, who remembers Larry King. We all know that Larry King was Jewish, but we know how involved he was in helping Jewish causes. Listen to this. The rabbi reflects, I met Larry King in 1995 together with my production colleague, Lou Rudolph. We were ready to launch an international satellite broadcast to bring awareness to the Jewish community about the plight of Soviet Jewry. It was called Help Our People Know, and it was failing dismally. Then a friend of Lou's announced that she had bumped into Larry King at the hairdresser at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel and asked him if he'd meet her rabbi about a project to help Russian Jews. He said, sure. And minutes later, we were racing over to the hotel, and on the way to his room, I asked Lou, what should we ask him? Ask him to be the on-air host of the satellite broadcast. Oh my God, I was petrified. I'm going to ask Larry King to host the broadcast of this small little project. We had only 100 people signed up, and he had millions of listeners. There's no way he'd agree to go on air with us. We walked into his suite. He bellowed from his armchair, Rabbi, how can I help you? I muttered softly in embarrassment, well, we have this idea of an international broadcast to help Soviet Jews. Would you be the on-air host? he said, "Of course. What else can I do for you?" Next thing you know, he's busy calling Jeffrey Katzenberg, chairman of DreamWorks and the chairman of Paramount Studios. And he went on and on and on. And ultimately, we raised over $1 million. Well, over the years, I did a lot of projects with Larry King. And every time I would ask him, he would say, "Of course, Rabbi, done. What else?" "Larry, we'd like to bring this group on the first ever visit to meet the King Hussein of Jordan in the palace. Can you call King Hussein and make this happen?" "Of course, Rabbi, my pleasure, done." And it would go on and on like that. Larry was steeped in Hollywood, but his Jewish soul was always yearning to be ignited. Makes me think, who do you know? You don't have to be a Larry King. How can you help? You don't have to be a Larry King. How can you get it done? We can all do our bit to get it done. Larry King died at age 87, January 23rd, after contracting COVID.
On this very special Shabbat Shirah, we read from the Torah the words, "Mi chamocha," who is like you, Adonai? And the miracle happened, and the sea part in two. Where are the miracles in our life today? Take us back to that time where the Israelites felt that miracle, and let us feel that same moment of freedom. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef elem. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef elem. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai, who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam zeli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Who is like you? Adonai, who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. We ask Adonai to shelter us as we lie down to sleep tonight. Hashkivenu by Becky Mann. Hashkivenu Adonai. filled with love and gratitude, filled with love and gratitude. Hashki Veinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, l'chaim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot shlomecha. Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot shlomecha. Amen.
There's this great story going around explaining how Israel became one of the first countries to get so much of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine ahead of so many other countries. Or maybe I should say how Prime Minister Netanyahu was able to convince the CEO of Pfizer to sell to Israel so much so soon. But the story goes like this. 60,000 Jews were in Thessaloniki, Greece, on the eve of the outbreak of World War II. A living and vibrant Jewish community, most of the porters in the port of Saloniki were Jews. The port of Thessaloniki was even closed on Shabbat. Great rabbis lived there too. It was on this glorious community that the Nazi terror brutally rose. Hitler took Greece by storm to secure his southern wing before launching Operation Barbarossa and the offensive against Russia. Out of 60,000 Thessaloniki Jews, about 50,000 were exterminated in Birkenau in a very short time. Very few survived. But among the survivors was the Borla family. After the war in 1961, a son was born to the Borla family, and they named him Israel Avraham, in English, Albert. Albert grew up and studied veterinary medicine. He received his doctorate in reproductive biotechnology from the Aristotle University of Saloniki Veterinary School. And at the age of 34, he migrated to the United States. He married a Jewish woman named Miriam, and they had 2 children. In the United States, Borla was integrated into the medical industry. He progressed very quickly and joined the Pfizer company, where he became head of global vaccines. From there, the road is short for his appointment as CEO of Pfizer in 2019. This child of Holocaust survivors became the CEO of Pfizer. Throughout the year, Borla led the company's efforts to find a vaccine for corona in superhuman efforts. This vaccine will save the lives of millions of people from around the world, and was led and pushed by a Jew, the son of Holocaust survivors. His vaccine will also reach Germany, where thousands have died from COVID. The vaccine will also save lives there. And that is why Israel is becoming one of the first countries to receive the vaccine, in memory of Albert's grandparents.
So I encourage you to put in the chat now what you're asking for this Shabbat. What are you asking for? What are you asking of God? Normally here we do Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. And tonight on Shabbat in the Round, we use this melody, these words: Adonai, love me. Adonai, heal me. Adonai, inspire me. where do we stand as we begin the Amidah tonight? Where will our hearts turn? Well, where will our prayers go? So put in that chat, Adonai blank. What is it that you are pleading for, asking for tonight as we bring in Shabbat?
Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai.
Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, please heal me, Adonai. Bring me peace.
Adonai, peace, Adonai, bring me peace, Adonai, bring me peace,
Please bring me peace, Adonai. Adonai, inspire me.
Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, please inspire me, Adonai.
Embrace and guide me. Adonai, 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 embrace and guide me. Adonai. Kindness. Adonai, give me kindness. Adonai, give me kindness. Adonai, give me kindness. Please give me kindness, Adonai. And we think of all of these, everything that was in the chat, and we envelop it in the word love. Adonai, love me. Adonai, love me. Adonai, love me. Adonai, love me. Please love me, Adonai. We rise now for the Amidah in our own silent prayers. If you're following in the Siddur, page 166 through 180, if you're using the words within your heart, you can be seated whenever it suits you. We will resume together after our silent Amidah prayers. Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai. Yehu leratzon imrefi, imrefi, v'hegion li ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, you rescue me. And at this time, we ask that you continue those prayers flowing for those who you are saying healing prayers for tonight, those in the bed of illness. Please put those names in the chat, both in our YouTube and our Facebook.
So our thoughts turn to those in our circle of family and friends. Prayer of hope and of healing. We think of those who we don't know but are touched by COVID throughout the world. They find hope and healing as well. And for those who are caregivers, that they find strength and courage, resilience as they minister to those that they love. For those who struggle with matters of the heart, of the mind, of the soul, we ask that they find peace. They find peace in healing. We think especially of Yafabat, Abraham Basara, Edie Goldman, Joan Woolberg, Shirley Bratbauer, Chaim Schnauer, Zalman Yehuda ben Hinda Yocheved, Brad Stone Cipher, Zeb Nadler, Hillary Domovic, Rob Domovic, my Aunt Shirley Ruiz, Susie Cerno, Alan Miller, Rachel Sloan, my sister Dina Cantor.
Gert Mann, Brenda Tishk, Stuart Baker, Mindy Nanny, Ron Hildebrandt, Kurt Plotkin, Karen Fleischer, Mark Greb, Steve Katchen, Barbara Bash, Esther Wilson, Tracy Ann McClellan Rosenbaum, Teresa Bertelli-Ream, John Ness, Doris Loesch, Gary and Phyllis Jacobs, the Nelson family, Christina Premack, Ryan McIntyre, Joseph Hodler, Justin Pleinman, Jerry Brown, Joy Dominic. Zara Leah, Silvana Melissa, Michael Neal, Nelson Lerner. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, oh, Amen. Nisheverach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We rise again for Aleinu. It is on us. up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were free to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. We are carrying the stories of the ones who came before. What stories will be told of us when we are here no more? We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. V'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. And so we now turn to the Kaddish. If you're following the Siddur, page 598, please submit anyone's names that you are saying Kaddish or Yortzeit for tonight.
So I shared with you 3 stories. I remind you of what I said. It's not 3 stories, it's all of our stories. Each one of us, living or dead, we speak. We speak through our deeds. We speak through our beliefs. And we speak through our values. Zelda captured this, a poetess in Eretz Yisrael, with these words from a very famous poem. Each of us has a name. Each of us has a name given by God and given by our parents. Each of us has a name given by our stature and our smile, and given by what we wear. Each of us has a name given by the mountains and given by our walls. Each of us has a name given by the stars and given by our neighbors. Each of us has a name given by our sins and given by our longing. Each of us has a name given by our enemies and given by our love. Each of us has a name given by our celebrations and given by our work. Each of us has a name given by the seasons and given by our blindness. Each of us has a name given by the sea and given by our death.
Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. It's the song of the dreamer. In the dark place it grows, like a flower in the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing cries, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see it from our tear-filled eyes. Those please submit those names for Kaddish in your site.
So we think of those who've died in the past few weeks: Matthew Fink, Omni Halper, Sheila Wolberg-Cohen, Janice Judman, Benjamin Mayer, David Goldstein, Dr. Frank Gruber, Pernell Moore, Betty Robert, Ruth Golden, Jackie Luster, Sheldon Adelson, Kathy Sullivan, Betty Fox, Harold Waldman, Ina Cagle, Yehuda Dukes, Aryeh Bareket, and Tammy Martinez. And those whose yordzites are observed: Joe Armenta, Nancy Barish, Philip Campbell, Harry Cohen, Kathy Rena Dorson, Ben Engel, Gary Ewan, Dorothy Freed, Arthur Friedner, Julius Udall Glasser, Selig Hochstein, Trudy Isaacs, Liba Kirshnovich, Sophia King, Mildred Kishner, Eleanor Koppel, Shirley Corman, Amory Kritzler, Lucy Lunenfeld, Dennis Mack, Leo Moskowitz, Lorraine Perlman, Charlotte Papauser, Ruth Portner, Arnold Poster, Herman Rabinowitz, Ludmila Robinoff, Richard Sachs, Melvin Sanoff, Bob Sassner, Philip Weinberg, Dorothy Werner, Sonia Yellen.
Robert Hutchings, Alicia Silver, Lucy Ludenfeld, Julian Smullins, Aryeh Frankel,
As we think of all these and others who have touched our hearts, we join together in our Kaddish prayer. Yit Gadol v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedach al Beit Yisrael, b'agalav izman kariv imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei almaya, yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh, v'yit adar v'yit eleh v'yit alal Shemei dekusha b'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram v'alma v'yamru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shamayim v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen.
Phyllis Olshine Hubbard. All right, well, those who sow in tears will reap in joy. My Shabbat in the round is a little rusty, sorry guys.
It's going to go reprise.
I forgot the best part.
That's right. All right, time for the Kiddush and the Motzi. All right.
We want to thank Heather Seltzer and her family for sponsoring our challah tonight. If you would like to sign up to sponsor a challah, you can bake it or buy it. We love creative flavors and fun things to show off to our community. So feel free to do whatever inspires you. You can do something for, if you're remembering someone, if you're celebrating a simcha. There is a sign up on our website for all the weeks ahead. I don't think we have anyone signed up until probably Maddie's bat mitzvah. So
We could go without challah.
that'd
We
be
got to
fun.
start flashing one of those, ads for challah, showing the rabbi and cantor challah, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, then I couldn't have French toast
We
on Saturday
need
morning.
a violin, right? All right. We hope that you'll donate that challah, please.
And as we just celebrated Tu B'Shvat, I would be remiss not to say this Beret Pri Hagafen is in honor of our trees and all the fruit that they bear. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei Pri Hagafen. Amen. All right. If you're looking for a good challah and you don't have time to make it, Great
Wow.
Harvest Bakery is very good.
Wow, that is beautiful.
It is-
Thank you,
it's really
Heather.
pretty, yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Yum. All right, so we want to thank our, I'm going to pan to them in a second. We're going to thank our, someone called you guys the string, I think it was Dina called you the string men, or let me see. It was good. String boys. So the string boys are back. We're so grateful.
I think we gotta keep working on that
Yeah,
name.
we'll think about a different name for you guys. So we want to thank Ted and Brad and John for being here tonight and playing with their amazing skill. And it's just so wonderful to have musicians surrounding us on this Shabbat and hopefully on many Shabbatot to come. And we want to thank our sheer heart singers. You can pop up here if you want to wave at the camera. Well, I can't get the camera over there.
They're out there waving. Okay?
They're a little blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our Sheer Heart singers, this is not all of our Sheer Heart singers. We have Madison and we have Maya, and they are, we're trying to go through all the Sheer Heart singers that we have, but we can't have them all together yet. We're so glad to have the two of them here tonight. And remember, Maddie's Mitzvah Project will be up on our website so that you can give back and help this amazing cause in honor of her grandmother, who is fighting so valiantly to beat cancer. And let's see, I want to thank Alex, and we want to thank Heather. So Alex and Heather have been back there with the sound, helping us out tonight, and Heather did all our setup. We're very thankful to her. And of course, our wonderful rabbi, thank you for all of your inspiring words.
All right. Thank you, Cantor. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Havdalah. What time? 4:30.
Oh, yes, 4:30, Tu B'Shvat Havdalah in the parking lot.
Okay.
And it's going to be really fun. Becky Mann will be here to play as well. Rabbi Olsheim will be adding some words of wisdom. The whole crew's here. So join us. 35 car max, so please sign up tonight or tomorrow morning and make sure you get your spot.
That's right. We conclude with a beautiful final song, Ose Shalom, Jagoda K version. A little jazzy. I love it. Everyone have a wonderful Shabbos.
Ose Shalom, Bimromav. Ose Shalom, Bimromav. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Be Roma.
Good Shabbos, everyone.